Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to my playthrough of Ace Combat 2.
Attack on the enemy-controlled city. With your great effort, both Operations Alphaville and Bellissima were big successes. Here we want to assemble all our forces to secure the last invasion route by attacking their garrison in the coastal city of Fort Edward. Our target is the enemy garrison and the Central Highway network being used as makeshift runways for their fighters. Target, enemy garrison and Central Highway network. Let them have it.
So yeah, you can obviously tell that what's different here is that the briefing music is different, and that means we're just in the last couple missions away from completing this playthrough. But from the targets that were described during the briefing, it just didn't. You don't actually shoot down the garrison. You basically just shoot down or destroy the runways. And I decided to pilot the F-22 again. Codename is Jewel Box. And I must say, this mission sure had quite a bit of targets to destroy. And I think this was the longest mission in the longest mission. Or no, it's not the longest, but it's definitely one of the longest times spent destroying all the targets. And I just like flying through the buildings like that. I think it looks kind of cool. Just performing my old ace act again. Just flying through buildings and just causing a killing spree. No, not killing spree, but kill apocalypse, I think. I forgot what the 10 multi-kill is from Halo 3 or Halo Reach. I forgot what it was, but I know that Killpocalypse was 9. But anyway, I'll just call it Killpocalypse for now, since I forgot what the other one was. Or I could just call it Killing Spree. Now I don't understand why there was like 3 separate targets right there, even though it's just one whole highway. I mean, I understand it just to cause serious damage to that long highway, but I mean, of course it could have been just one single target that just took out a very, very big part of the highway. And just sometimes having to shoot down enemies with 3 missiles kind of annoys me sometimes. Sometimes I get the first 2 missiles hit the target, but then I get the third one to miss. And I feel kind of ashamed since we don't fly the F-15Es in this game, but we do. But we do fly an F-15. There, you can fly an F-15 in this game, but I'm not gonna tell you which model it is. And the E is not the model that we fly, unfortunately. It's just that sometimes doing missions like this, it just kind of has nothing to talk about in it really, but I'm still trying to think of something to kind of talk about. I'm trying to not talk anything about college, since I've probably just done that. I mean, I guess it won't hurt to talk about one more thing in college. Just one more. It's just that, the reason why I say I hope I have, I just don't have many problems with college, as I said in the last video. It's just that, I'm just kind of worried about my history class. I mean, yeah, sure, it may look easy, since it's just basically going over worksheets, but I just would prefer to have the worksheets be homework grades instead of just study guides. And I kind of wish that my professor would go over all the answers instead of just like the odd-numbered or the even-numbered questions. Because there are just sometimes I just don't understand the questions and I might have gotten the wrong answer, so because of all that, I've gotten a D for History 1301, but this semester I'm taking 1302. But even though I go to a community college, it's still considered passing, but obviously it doesn't count towards my degree, sadly. I just kind of wish that certain classes don't really count towards don't really have to be required for your degree. I just wish that there was just like, since I wanted to be a video game designer, I just basically wish that the only classes that qualified for me being getting ready for video game designing was just basically maybe art classes and computer classes, and that's it. I mean, I did take a computer class last semester. I took business computers and made an easy A on that. And plus, it was a short class period. I decided to take the accelerated schedule, so I was instead of being released on during mid-December, I was released in I was released from that class, or I was done with that class in if I can recall, I think it was like near the end of October. So then I only had 3 classes left. I'm just hoping that one of my classes will be able to do that again. And we are finished with the mission 18. And as you can see where it says landing, this is our second landing. But there are a total of 3 landings. There is a mission where you have to do a second landing, but in this part of the game, this is considered our last landing.
This is Scarface 1 on final approach. ID Scarface 1, clear to land.
Yeah, that's why he said on final approach. That means this is his final landing, the final landing that you have to do in this game. Even though it's not the final landing shown, but I'll show the second landing in the extra mode playthrough. But I'll do that sometime later.
Slow down. Scarface 1, Roger.
Landing on highways or bases is just so easy. I mean, I don't understand how some people can mess up on that, but landing on carriers is a lot tougher, because I usually have trouble landing on carriers. I mean, because sometimes it just makes you think that you're gonna like overshoot the landing or something like that. That's a lot of money lost, but now we're promoted to Colonel. Now we're on mission 19, attack on the enemy's headquarters.
Attack on the enemy's headquarters. My fellow pilots, we appreciate your excellent efforts to fight this battle through. With this operation, we will invade the base city of St. Arc and will make a total attack on the enemy's headquarters there. Our last target is their central headquarters located deep within the city. Target: the air facilities, the port facilities, and their headquarters. There is no question that the enemy will use all his forces to defend this city. We expect your best effort in this operation.
Yeah, and this is actually the enemy's main headquarters, the coup d'etat's main headquarters. And there's the ZOE kernel, the F-15S. And the thing about the ZOE pilot, which I mentioned in the one of the other videos, is that on this mission, if you shoot down the F-15S ZOE, you actually advance to the extra missions, which is what I do in this playthrough. But if you don't shoot down the ZOE pilot, you'll just get the normal ending. I'll probably do the normal ending just to show it off and on the extra mode playthrough, but I decided to go ahead and see how far my rank can go up, so I decided to move on. And I decided to fly with the F-22 throughout the rest of the game. The codename is Kingpin. And we are greeted by these 4 Sukhoi 37s. And I kind of like the paint job on these Su-37s. It's blue, like white with blue stripes, but it didn't really see the bottom of the plane that well. But the bottom of the plane with that paint is like a red bottom. It seems kind of ugly with the red bottom. But I just like the white with blue stripes. And we took out the Su-37s. And here are the F-18s as targets. And whenever the target was described as air facilities, I was a little bit confused when I first saw that, but then growing up, I realized that the air facilities are just basically the enemy aircraft, which are the Super Hornets. I don't know why I was using my gun on that hangar. I actually killed that hangar faster than I thought with the machine gun. And there's the ZOE kernel. Hold on, Colonel? What am I saying? That's a ZOE General right there. The F-22 ZOE was the Colonel. What am I saying? I'm getting all mixed up here. That's actually the ZOE General. And yeah, and that's the truth right there, the ZOE General. But whenever I'm saying that's the ZOE General, and you may be thinking that that's the leader of the ZOE A Squadron, he's not. The leader of the ZOE Squadron is actually on the very last mission. The ZOE Commander. He'll be revealed in the next video. And I feel kind of ashamed making that D in history. It's just that I just prefer to have the grades like the packets, the worksheets that we usually do, count them as grades so that way my grades would stay high instead of just having them as study guides with no grade on them. I mean, I did study I have been studying, but it's just that I must have been getting the wrong answer, and sometimes I just don't understand since sometimes the worksheets don't give answers that just come straight out of the book. And that's what I have trouble with sometimes. That's why I made a D on it, because I studied each night before a test. oh well. I'm just hoping that it would be the way I want it to be this semester. Won't know till I find out on Tuesday. Maybe I won't have much trouble. And I'm taking English this semester, which kind of sucks, because I'm going to have to write a lot of essays. And that's something I knew was going to happen. I just didn't really want it to be like that. I just wanted it to be kind of like how high school was, except it's just like college level, instead of just having to write essays all the time. But oh well, whenever I get done with this class, I won't have to deal with essays anymore, I hope. And I know that for a fact that the start of my sophomore year, I'm going to have to take a speech class. And I don't really like speech. I mean, I was surprised that high school speech didn't really go as bad as I thought, but college speech might be probably a little bit too much. I mean, I did have an alternative, like wanting to be an actor, but I think it's too late for the whole actor stuff right now. Either actor or... I mean, I did have alternates, besides video game designer, I did have alternates of actor. And this does kind of sound crazy, but whenever I first started watching the World Wrestling Federation, I did kind of want to be a wrestler. I mean, since those guys get paid a lot, and just going around the world, that's what I want to do. Just have a job that involves going around the world. Just having a good time. But it looks like, I mean, anyone could probably have a wrestling career. They just have to be trained for a little while. But I doubt that wrestling career is going to happen. I mean, plus my parents don't want to see me get hurt, but I mean, if I get hurt, then I don't really care. I mean, I'm willing to put my body on the line for stuff like that. But I think it's a little bit too late, because I'm not really that much of a strong guy. I mean, I do exercise. I do lift weights, but it's just they just don't really work out for me. So I kind of took back the whole wrestling career thing. Alright, I mean, I kind of wish I would be an actor. I mean, since going around the world just acting for different movies and TV shows and all that really seems kind of cool. But being an actor, of course, require like a speech class and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not sure if I would want to be an actor in like a play or something like that, but I mean, in front of a whole crowd. Being in front of a whole crowd's a different story, which is most people's fear of being in front of a whole crowd doing like a play or something like that. I mean, hey, I'm not a drama expert, but but there are times that I just don't really like drama. And that can be much of a serious problem dealing with like high school and to deal with in like school and stuff like that. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't ran into any drama in college yet. I'm surprised. I decided to look back over here just to make sure if I didn't, because I know for a fact I missed one of the YF-23, so I found it right there. Hey, YF-23. Bye, YF-23. See ya, Black Widow. Yeah, the YF-23 Black Widow. I mean, I could name a couple more aircraft, and here as we approach the final target, the enemy's headquarters. And boom! Mission accomplished. Now, if I didn't shoot down the F-15 ZOE, that would have been a game completion right there. You would see like a little sequence that like a radio transmitter would come in and just tell you that the mission, the main enemy HQ was destroyed, and you would fly back to your base. But since I destroyed the F-15 ZOE, we pretty much continue on and receive additional information, which we'll find out in the next video. I'm surprised it didn't take like 10 minutes to do that. Now we're promoted to Major General. And there's the medal for ZOE General. Now we're on Mission 20, Pursuit of Giant Submarine. So I decided to go ahead and cut off right here. I didn't want to do like a 40 or 50 minute commentary, so I decided to split it off here. Even though it's already been 50 minutes already, since I just now did the a couple minutes ago. I just did the commentary for the last video, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I just feel like not doing a very super long videos and just commentating for that many minutes straight. So, well, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next part, which will be the final part of the playthrough. So, take it easy.